Hi folks, welcome to Mountain Fun Life Kitchen, and we're here to do a little cooking again this morning. And Mountain Man, you know, he did the cherry pie on our last cooking show. Go back and watch that one. You'll want to watch that. I am Robert Ownby, and this is Mountain Man, Wayne McCarter. And we're going to be cooking this morning. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned Smoky Mountain onion garlic fried potatoes and top of the stove fried cornbread. Now, if you're not familiar, you just watch closely as to what we're going to do here. Now, I've never used a range like this one before, so hopefully we can get everything set right. So we're going to now remember, we're giving away a free t-shirt. Not this one, he won't let you have his. We're giving away a free t-shirt this morning. Go down to the comment section on Facebook and like us, comment, and then we'll pull a name from the chef's hat, and we will see who the winner is of our Mountain Fun Life t-shirt from right here in the Smoky Mountains. So we're going to go to an intro. We'll be right back, and we'll get to cooking. It's going to take almost the full show time to cook this, so we better get busy here and get to work. Right here in this pan, we're going to be cooking the Smoky Mountain garlic onion fried potatoes. So now what we want to do is on this one, we may have to go down a little more with the heat. We're going to, I use 1/4 cup of oil. One-fourth cup of oil, exact. Now then, next what we want to do, take our potatoes, taters. You got to get it right. Taters.
Get it right.
Yeah, we're going to get these in here, and I believe that's going to hold all of it. Now, for the onions are going to be
a little later
because you don't want to put the onions in too soon, because if you put the onions in, they're diced. I got the onions sliced and diced. The potatoes were sliced lengthwise, kind of not too thin and not too thick, to get them to cook up right. Well, you can kind of see here about a kind of a little wedge, kind of sliced and diced, and the onions kind of the same way. So we're going to get this going here, and we'll make sure that we're not got too much heat. So far, so good. So we're going to let that be cooking right there. Put a lid on it. Some people cook without a lid, but I like to use a lid that holds the moisture in so your potatoes don't cook too dry. Now then, we're going to we'll set this over here to the side. We don't need that one right now. Yalla self-rising cornmeal. That's what I'm going to be using. Now, Mountain Man, if you get that egg ready right over there, we're going to get started. Okay. We'll stop right there if we need a little more, if it gets a little too thin. And the milk's in the container right there, and we'll get this going. Now, on this one, we want to use 2 teaspoons of our vegetable oil, and I'm using the Crisco vegetable oil. 2 teaspoons.
You gonna use a little in your cornmeal mix or no?
No, I usually don't. If people prefer to do that, they can. But just go ahead and
I prefer,
go
but
ahead
that's
and
up,
stir it up right
up
there.
to you. This this one's yours.
Well, you fix it the way you want it, and we'll both be happy. All right, now then, we got the potatoes going, getting ready to get the cornbread going. I'm going to go up just a little bit more with the heat. Right there on that. Remember, I'm going to be giving away a t-shirt, free t-shirt. Click, go down, click, share, comment. Go back and look at the, watch the last program where Mountain Man did a cherry pie. I mean, that was lip-smacking good. And now this is just a simple standard meal. When my wife, we love to cook these up. She gets me to cook them up for her. Now you can use green bell pepper diced up if you like a little bit of pepper flavor in with them. And I do have a secret ingredient that I always put in, which is optional. All this is optional. Of course, you have to have the potatoes, and if you want the onions, you have to have the onions. But I have a secret ingredient that I will be revealing, top secret. This has just been declassified, and we got it declassified, didn't we? So that you know, I have a top secret ingredient that suits my palate. Now, it may not suit yours, and the amount that you can use of that, well, we'll get to that later. Let's just make sure that we're not overcooking here. Looks like it's doing just fine. So now what we want to do is thinner a little bit more. A little bit more, just where it'll run really good, and we'll get our corn patty going right here. Now you can use the white cornmeal. I prefer the yellow because it seems to have a little more flavor. I don't know, it could be psychological, but anyway, that's about right. Now that you don't want this too thick. You want it to where it'll spread out in your pan. You want it to where it'll flow off the spoon fairly easily, and that's about right. So we're going to do one of these right now. Get one going. And what I do is I put it right in the middle so that it'll kind of spread out into a nice little pancake size. A little bit more. Now then, we got that going. Looks like we need to go up with the heat just a little bit.
Let me step around
Oh,
and out of the way.
I forgot. You got a chef's hat. I forgot my chef's hat. Got to have a chef's hat. Look okay?
Looks good to me.
Looks good
And
to
I'm
you?
hard to please.
My wife fixed this for me. Now what I do on the corn fritter, don't run off on me now.
Oh, I'm not. No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, we need a plate to put these on when they get done. I watched the cornmeal patty, cornbread patty, and you see these little bubbles coming up. Now when these little bubbles begin to open up and not really close and begin to look a little dry, it's usually ready to turn. But if you're not sure, and with a stove that I'm not used to, you can always lift the edge corner, and that is just about ready to turn.
Any of
looks
the
like we
old
got-
folks that's ever cooked a pancake can do it.
Yeah. And see these little bubbles now along the edges are beginning to open up and not close. So it's ready to turn. Ah, there we go. Good golden brown and maybe a little hot on the next one. So I'll go down a little bit with the temperature because we don't want to overcook.
Let me help a
If
little
you'll
bit.
hold,
Let
yeah,
me
if you'll
help a
hold that
little
handle
bit.
right there,
How's
we'll make
that?
sure.
I'll help.
Oh, they're cooking really good now.
Oh,
That's
listen
the
to
way. That's the way they're supposed to do it. Maybe going a little hot. I'll leave it right there for a while, and we'll see now. We got us a really nice cornmeal patty. Now, another thing I like to do with these is chop up onion real fine and mix it in with the batter. Or you can sprinkle a little bit of garlic in the batter too. So right there, we got one ready to go. Nice, fluffy cornmeal patty. So let's just get ready and go with another. Get another one going here. Once again, 2 teaspoons of your oil. 2 teaspoons, exactly. You don't believe me on that, do you? 2 teaspoons. You don't want to put too much or they'll be too oily on you. We do another patty here and get that going.
Ah, it smells good.
Yeah, it's smelling good. That's and looks like we're still doing pretty good on time. We're running okay. We're getting just about ready here. If you'll hold that handle again right there. I don't want them to scorch on us. Still looking good, cooking up good, like it's supposed to. Okay, we got some cooking going on here. This is doing good. I'm going to go down just a little more with the heat. That one.
Out your way. That way you got it all over you.
And we're going to soon be ready now for the onions. It's been, we're running what, close, 15? They've been cooking about 15 minutes. It takes about 30 minutes for this to fully cook off, 25 to 30 minutes. And as I say, you don't want to get the onions in too quick or they tend to scorch or burn on you because they cook faster than the potatoes. And another.
They tend to disappear when you do it too quick.
They tend to disappear, right. And you want to have just a little, sometimes I like just a little bit of a crunch with the onions. So you don't want to cook them to pieces, as I call it. You want them to kind of still be an onion instead of mush. You don't want onion. It would still, I'm sure it would still taste good. Now I've overcooked them before. That's easy to do. And so, we're doing good here. We're doing good. You need to get your chef's hat like this. This is just neat. This is the new trend. It's the new trend. You need a chef's hat like this.
We always wore a paper chef hat.
Yeah, but now this is a hillbilly chef hat, a mountain, not a
hillbilly.
mountain chef hat. We'll call it that. So we got another one ready to
hillbilly
go
suits
here.
me just
Let's
fine.
do one more. Let's do one more just for the fun of it. 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of shortening. And we'll just do the rest of this. We'll have our nice brown cornmeal patties. And the purpose of not having it too thin is you don't want your batter getting spread out too much. You want it to gradually spread and not just run on you, or it'll turn out flat. Like
Now,
a flat pancake.
those of them that doesn't know this here, once you use the Cool Whip, you got a brand new cereal bowl.
That's one of the secret ingredients there is the
Brand
Cool Whip.
new cereal bowl right there.
Yeah. So don't let anybody know that secret that we're using with our fried potatoes. We're using Cool Whip. Declassified information is what we're giving out here. Now, let's go ahead and get the onions. Our time, we're about right on the time, so let's go ahead and get some onions in here. Maybe I shouldn't have used that container. Yeah, there we go. Now they're coming out of there. And we'll stir those in a little bit so that the flavor will be dispersed throughout your potatoes. Kind of pick up that onion flavor with them. That's making a pretty good sized pan full right there. We got some. You're making you hungry, Mountain Man.
Oh, man.
I bet Bob is back there working the.
He's like us. He's ready to try that.
He's probably
He's ready
smacking his
to try
lips already. We got that one just a little brown, but it's not too brown. It would turn the heat.
Got a lot
just
going
little
on.
more. We
Got a lot going on.
But anyway, that's a good color right there. Just on the edge, it got just a little done. But anyway,
I'm hungry.
we're moving right along, and we got Mrs. Denny here, so we got to straighten up now. Oh, how do you like my hat? My chef's hat. She didn't comment. She doesn't like it. If she'd liked it, she'd comment it. I'm in trouble. Didn't like my hat. Okay. Anyway, now what we want to do is get this one out of the pan so it doesn't get too done. We've got that. All right. Now then, we can go completely off now. We're done with that one. So the potatoes are still cooking, and our time, we've still got about 10 minutes, I believe. And you know, now you see you still got some nice onions there that are not cooked all the way to pieces. This is good old Smoky Mountain Grub right here. They call it Mountain Grub. Good old garlic and onion fried potatoes. Now, if you'll just hang on there, if you'll hand me the garlic salt. Now then, what you want to do with your garlic salt, make sure you open the right one, because if you don't, you open the one where it's spooned out, you'll pour out too much. Now, what I'm going to do, this is granulated garlic salt. Now, what I want to do is I want to put exactly, now you can, whatever your preference is, if you like a lot of garlic, you can use more. Now, I'm going to use exactly 2 teaspoons of garlic. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. All right, now we need to mix that in to where that your garlic flavor will be evenly absorbed into your meal, your potatoes. Now this is what I call fried Smoky Mountain onion garlic potatoes. Smelling good?
Smelling good.
Smelling good. Let's let her cook a little bit more. They're just about done. they're just about done. So what I'm going to do, man, I'm making a mess. Can you cook? Can you cook without making a mess?
No.
Okay, I don't feel
No.
too bad. I don't feel too bad then, but I'm making a mess here. But anyway, it's smelling good. Now, I'm going to add my top secret ingredient that has just been declassified in order for us to show you my preference as to what I like to have as an extra added, give it a little bit of spicy bite. So you can take this information now and use it. It is declassified. Now, what I'm going to do is put this ingredient in next. This is Worcestershire sauce. Now, I like that extra kind of a bite flavor. Now, you can use as little or as much if you like it. If you don't, leave it out. Just use the garlic. So here is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put exactly 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. 2 teaspoons is what you want to use. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. Exact. You all know I'm just going on with you. I'm messing with your mind. Now you got to immediately, will give your potatoes and onions a little bit of a brown color, but you got to stir them immediately. If you don't stir them immediately, your sauce is going to wind up in a brown blob on the bottom of the pan. So you don't want to wait once you add that in if you choose to add it. And you notice how it's giving it a nice tan. This is called tanning potatoes and onions. We're giving them kind of a tan. Now then, we got that all done, and the meal is just about done. The potatoes are just about ready. That's good because we are running a little short on time. I knew it was going to take, I cooked these night before last, evening before last, and I timed it to see how long it would take to cook this off, and it took exactly 30 minutes. So we're running very close. Remember the t-shirt. We're giving away the free t-shirt. If you go down and on your Facebook page, like, comment, and from the comment section, we are going to take the names, put the names in a chef's hat, and we're going to pull a name out of the hat, and you can win one of our Mountain Fun Life t-shirts. So, and remember, go back and view the last cooking show that we did where Mountain Man made a very delicious cherry pie. I'm telling you, that was good.
It was even, yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, was it?
Wasn't bad at all. But anyway, we're just about, oh, look at that. Now, you don't want to wait too long to turn these again. Like I say, that sauce will cook up in a hurry, and you want to keep stirring it through the potatoes and onions, like so, and make sure that they're not clinging too much and burning on you anywhere. And so that is looking really good and smelling good. We are just about finished with this meal, I'm telling you. Is that making you hungry?
Oh, I'm ready.
I like to, now this is one of my favorites too, and like I say, you can use more of the sauce or more of the garlic powder or less, more or less, whichever you want. And with the cornmeal patties, you can use, if you want to chop up some fine onions, stir into your batter, you can do that. You can use as much, you can use the white cornmeal, self-rising, or if you choose to use the plain, what they call the plain that doesn't have the baking soda, and add your own, you can do that. But it's just a simple, good smoky mountain meal. That this, you know, back years ago they didn't have much of anything else. Corn, potatoes, cornbread, and
we
beans.
had soup, beans, fried potatoes, cornbread. We'd have a big slice of tomato and a big slice of onion.
When they were in season.
When-
Yeah, when they were in season. You know,
When they were in
slices
season,
of
we did.
cucumbers
Yeah,
and
bet
tomatoes.
you.
Put you a little bit of salt
You
and pepper if you
bet
like
you.
on there. And
We had whatever squash, whatever was coming out.
and seems like nothing tastes any better than going out into the garden and just picking it real fresh. You know,
Yeah.
picking those green beans, and a little bit of work to it now. I mean, it's back-breaking. You get down there and you pull those beans, and then you take them. My dad always liked to grow the short half run, white half runner. White half runner.
Best bean
They
out there.
had a really
Best
good
bean out there.
you had to get them.
White
You had to
half runner.
string them really good, get the string off of them, and then break them up, take them in, cook them. You know, and man, you talk about season them really good.
They preserved them in a lot of different ways too.
Right now, though, now they're getting a
Can
little. We're
those,
getting our
dry 'em. I mean,
yeah, we're getting our
back in the
brown.
day,
You
they
could-
done what they had to do with.
Right now, you can brown these a little bit as I'm doing right here. If you like them a little brown, my wife likes them a little brown, a little bit crusty on some
prefer
of
a
them.
little bit brown.
So I'm telling you, this is just really smelling good. Anyway, we are really we're moving right along on time now. I think we just about. I knew it would take just about the whole show to cook these off. So you have seen the preparation now for the corn cakes, whatever you want to call them, corn fritters, corn cakes, fried cornbread. I usually just call them fried cornbread. And you've seen the ingredients. And my secret ingredient now, you know, this is declassified and it's all out in the open now. You're welcome to use it and tell others about it if you want to try it. The 2 teaspoons Worcestershire sauce. Now that just gives it that little extra bite, that little extra spicy flavor. If you prefer not to use it, you don't have to use it. And don't forget now, we getting ready to give that t-shirt away? We're going to give it away on the program now.
I don't know if we're going to do that or wait.
Where's Karina? Where you all at? We giving the t-shirt away?
On the next program.
On the next
On
program.
the next program.
The t-shirt will be given away on the next program. I didn't know whether we were going to have the door drawing now or not.
Along with it, along with a name.
Along with it, yeah. We'll pull a name out of the
So
chef's hat.
If you don't want
So-
your name mentioned here, don't put it in for the shirt.
We'll not use this one. We'll use a more sophisticated hat there. This is my mountain chef's hat. Anyway, hey, y'all like that? That's
Chef hats wore paper.
yeah, they were paper. They were paper. Anyway, going to go ahead and turn this off because we got it cooked now the way it should be cooked. And y'all see the finished product here now. Oh yeah, that's just really nice, getting really nice and brown right there. Is your Smoky Mountain fried onion, garlic potatoes, and the fried cornbread. And if you want to try this, why then you just go for it and enjoy the meal. And we hope that you have enjoyed our program, our cooking program right here on Mountain Fun Life. And be sure, now go back and view the cherry pie, where we baked the cherry pie. Very good, very delicious. And be sure and tune in the next time when we will give away our t-shirt, with our t-shirt giveaway, when we draw a name out of the hat. And who knows, maybe it will be your name. So we are all done cooking now. Looks like it's all done and ready to go. We
Looks
got
good.
folks sitting out there ready to eat, and this is even making me hungry. And so we can't wait to dig into this. Hope you've enjoyed it. Say bye, Mountain Man.
Bye, Mountain Man.
Bye, folks.
Name out of next week's show.
People can see.
Hey, there we are. We're live.
All right, we're live here, Mountain Fun Life Studio, and we appreciate you joining us on our cooking show here with Mountain, our one and only Mountain Man. Now, I'm holding in my hand a Mountain Fun Life t-shirt. We are going to give this away on our next cooking show next week, we're going to pull a name. We're going to take the comments from the comments section. We will pull a name out of the chef's hat.
Exactly. So you better brag on me some now, or you're going
Yeah.
to not get the
You're
shirt.
not oh, okay. Now remember that. Brag on Mountain Man if you want
You
this
wouldn't
shirt.
believe what I had to do to get one. So this is a free giveaway shirt.
Next week,
Next
Mountain
week.
Fun Life Kitchen, join us.
What are we gonna eat here?
We're going to take you that baked pie. I just
Yeah.
want to heat you oven up.
That's why we're doing cooking
You know-
shows, is so we can
You
eat.
ain't gonna believe it.
that's the benefit of getting to do this.
Now I'm going to start crappie fishing next week, but we can't cook.
We're gonna eat fish.